Hello and welcome back, all you AARP members and everyone else out there watching. My name again is David Drew. I'm here at Old City CrossFit. I'm a level 2 CrossFit coach as well as the head coach and personal trainer here. Today I've got Chris and I've got Susan joining me for workout number 3, right? This is a 4-part series, so this is workout number 3. If you haven't done workout number 1 and 2 yet, pause this video, go back and do those workouts first because this is done as a progression. So you're going to learn things in workouts 1 and 2 that we're going to utilize here today. Today's workout is all about hip hinging and power. We're going to use our hamstrings, we're going to use our glutes, and as always, we're going to be using our abs and our core muscles. We're going to strengthen them, we're going to target them, we're going to be working them out. Today, we're going to need just a few more items than we may have used previously. So I have a kettlebell here in front of me. If you have maybe a light kettlebell at home or a light dumbbell, that's great. I want you to go ahead and grab that. And if you don't have any weights at home, no problem. I want you to grab maybe like a book. We have a yoga block here that Susan's going to be using. Just something, some light-weighted object, right, that you're going to be able to move around, okay? So pause the video, go grab that, bring it over, have it nearby, all right? So once you have those things, okay, we're going to get started. Just like last time, we're going to do a little bit of a warm-up here just to make sure that we get a little sweat rolling, get our blood and our heart rate up, make sure that everything that feels good, okay? So we ready? Chris ready? Susan ready? All right, so let's start this warm-up. Just like last time, we're going to start with our jumping jacks in 3, 2, 1, let's go. We're just doing 10 seconds of jumping jacks. Chris is doing sort of a stepping jack. Susan's hanging out in the chair today, so if you're hanging out in your chair, make sure that you're moving like Susan in 3, 2, 1. Next is going to be running in place. Let's go. So I'm using my arms, using my legs, trying to get a little bit of alternation, right? You can go a little bit lower speed. Again, it's just warm-up phase here. Nothing fancy. In 3, 2, 1, rest. Next is going to be our air squat, that first lesson movement, right? So arms up to the side, a little bit of belly tight. Let's go. Hips back, knees out. I'm getting nice and low here. Chris is getting just a little bit halfway. Susan's doing a little bit of a stand up out of the chair. Just do the best that you can. Take it easy. Take it slow. Again, just a warm up here for now. In 3, 2, 1, rest. Next is going to be our arm swings, right? We're going to be using our shoulders today. We're doing a swinging motion in the workout, all right? That's why we're going to use that little bit of weight. So let's really make sure we get a big range of motion. Hopefully your upper body should be feeling a little bit better, right? In that last lesson, we did some movements with the PVC. So you might feel, oh yeah, my arms are a little bit sore, my shoulders are a little bit sore. That's good, right? But we warm up to make it feel better, okay? And rest. All right, next one, new movement. It's called a good morning. So I'm gonna put my hands on top of my head. I'm gonna pull my elbows back. My feet are just about hip width. I'm gonna take a deep breath, make my belly tight. I'm gonna push my hips all the way back behind me. I'm gonna get a big stretch in my hamstrings, right? Feel it right here. And then I'm gonna squeeze and stand up, all right? So it's super slow. I'm just looking towards the floor, squeezing and standing up. Let's do 2 more. You can see Susan over here, right? She's sitting down, but she's still getting that little bit of lean forward. Her belly staying tight. She's getting that little bit of stretch through her upper body, right? Very good. Okay, and rest. Good work. Next one, ankle roll. We're gonna need our ankles to be warmed up just like before. So we're just gonna make some small circles. Just push your toe actively into the ground. Just whatever your range of motion allows for. 3, 2, 1. Let's switch directions. Try to switch directions. It's a little bit tricky. Usually one way is easier than the other. That's normal. In 3, 2, 1. Now let's change legs. Again, just kind of feel for where your ankle feels the tightest, right? If you notice it's tighter on one position than the other position, try to stay there. 3, 2, 1. Let's switch directions. Other way. Just take your time. Try to make it feel better, right? That's the goal, is feel better. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Okay, last warm-up movement. Another new one, this one's called a 90-90. So if you're standing up like Chris, we're actually gonna sit down on the floor here. Okay, so Chris is gonna try to make basically two 90-degree angles with his ankles, his knees, and his hips. Okay, and then once he's ready, he's gonna put his hands behind him. He's gonna turn his knees over to one side. He's gonna get a big stretch through his hips. He's gonna come back to the other direction. I like to think about this, basically my knees are like windshield wipers, so I'm kind of turning from side to side, right? Susan over here, she's gonna do basically the same motion, right? See how she's kind of turning through her hips and her knees, so she's just moving from side to side, right? Just like that, all right? It's perfect. And 3, 2, 1, rest. Good job, everyone. Okay, so that was one time through our warm-up. Let's go one more time through it. This time, if you're feeling good, we'll go a little bit faster, so we'll go back to the top with the jumping jacks. Ready? Let's go. So maybe a little bit quicker with our jumping jacks. If you're still doing stepping jacks, that's perfectly fine. Just try to bring those arms up. Hopefully you're feeling your heart and your lungs just a little bit. Make sure that we're breathing. More oxygen helps you feel better. For 3, 2, 1. Okay, next we're going right into the running in place. Let's go. All right, this is how we bring our body up to speed. Add a little more turnover from movement to movement, a little less rest, but always listen to your body. For 3, 2, 1, rest. Good job. Into the air squats. Let's go. Nice and easy. This is where we can slow it down a little bit. Focus on your body position, right? Hips coming back, knees go out. I'm keeping my belly tight, but I'm still breathing. For 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Let's do some arm swings. Again, try to notice where you're feeling tight. Nice big range of motion. I get little cracks through my shoulders and my neck when I do these. Always feels good. For 3, 2, 1. Let's do some good mornings. Hands behind the head. Feet close together. Eyes to the floor. Big stretch. Squeeze and stand. You want to feel your hamstrings and your glutes doing a little bit of work here, okay? Try to feel it in this position back here. If you're very flexible, it might be a little bit hard to feel it, okay? Just focus on keeping your upper body tight. That'll help keep you in a safe position, okay? And relax. Let's do ankle roll. We're just going to do a few seconds here. For 3, 2, 1. Other direction. Always tricky to go in that other direction. Do the best that you can. For 3, 2, 1, switch sides. Good job, everyone. 3, 2, 1, switch. Sometimes I feel like I'm drawing squares instead of circles, but it's all good. Just do your best. 3, 2, 1. Okay, 90-90. Let's have a seat. I'm going to do this one as well. Okay. Just trying to turn from side to side. Nice and easy. I'm feeling this all through my hips here, right? Both sides of my hips are working. We're going to be using this today. For 3, 2, 1, rest. Good job, friends. Shake it out. Okay, hopefully you got a little sweat rolling. Your heart rate should be up a little bit. Your body should be feeling nice and warm. It's a good dynamic warm-up. We cover a lot of ground with that. So, good place to pause the video, grab a little bit of water. Again, make sure you have some sort of weighted object nearby, okay? Because we're going to use it, all right? So let's get into our workout today. We're going to learn 3 movements, and then we're going to have a 4th movement that's kind of built off of one that we learned previously, all right? But again, it's all about our hips today, hips and glutes, okay? So our first movement that we're learning today is called the Romanian deadlift, sometimes called the RDL, right, for short. So this is where we're going to need our object. So let's go ahead and find that, and let's pick it up. Okay, so we're going to try to think about 3 things here, right, as best as we can. Number 1, we're just going to create a little bit of tension with our upper body and back. We're going to squeeze our shoulders, right? So just do a little bit of that, right? Pull those shoulders back and tight. Number 2, pull that belly button in. We do this on basically every movement, right? So you should be pretty good at doing this, right? But if it's still hard for you, you can just put your hand here, just kind of pull that in tight, help your brain kind of connect to your body, all right? So number 2, belly tight. Number 3, hips back. Remember that good morning we did in the warm-up just a moment ago? We're going to use it now, all right? So eyes on the floor. Send the hips back. And once I feel that stretch again in my hamstrings, I'm just gonna hold that for a second and squeeze and stand all the way up straight. That's it, we're done. That's the RDL. All right, let's do it again. Ready? Belly tight, hips back, big stretch, squeeze and stand. Boom. Nice job. Let's do one more time. Ready, go. Chris is doing a really good job of getting way down. He's got a big stretch, okay? Let's check out what Susan's doing because she's over here. If you're sitting down like Susan, Susan's extending her arms and she's trying to reach forward, but she's still keeping her upper body very tight. Come on up, Susan. Good job, right? One more time. Big stretch, getting way out there. Nice job, Susan, and then coming up. Good, rest, good work, okay? That's our RDL, Romanian deadlift, okay? That's movement number 1. Number 2 is we're gonna do a swing with our weighted object, all right? So the swing is great because the swing is basically an RDL with a little bit of hip pop, okay? So we get to pop some energy up today. So pick up that weight, okay? Feet go a little bit wider now, maybe shoulder width. We're gonna start with that hinge motion. We're gonna hinge it down, get those hammies tight, and then I'm gonna pull my weight in, and I'm gonna stand up. Use my arms just a little bit. That's one swing. All right, let's do it again. Hinge, back, stand, reset. Okay, one more time. Hinge, in, stand, reset. Okay, we take it slow till we get the feel for it. If that feels comfortable, now we're gonna try to connect the swings together. Every time I hinge, I pull that kettlebell in tight. Let's do 5 swings together, okay? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? Every time I bring that kettlebell down, my hammies get super, super tight. I wanna feel that tension, right? Just a little bit. Okay, and if you saw Susan, she was sitting down in her chair. Susan, can you do 2 more for me? She's just moving that yoga block as high as she can. You might not be able to go this high, so let's go maybe right about here for a second, right? If this is what you can do, this is perfect, okay? This is all we need for today. But if you're feeling strong like Susan, go ahead and send those arms all the way up. All right, good job. Okay, movement number 3. This time we can put our weight over to the side. This movement is a little bit of arms and legs called an inchworm. Okay, so we're gonna come over here to Chris. He's gonna demonstrate an inchworm. So he's gonna bring his feet kind of close. He's gonna reach towards the ground. He's gonna get another big stretch in. He's gonna walk his hands very slowly until he gets to kind of a plank position. He's gonna find his plank and he's gonna come right back up. He's gonna lift his hips and he's gonna walk his plank position all the way back up and stand up nice and tall, right? That was really good. Let's do one more. If you can't keep your legs straight, that's okay. Let's do one where we bend our knees a little bit, Chris. So he's gonna bend his knees just to give his body a little more access. Go ahead. Just gonna give his legs a little more access to this bent over position. And then when he comes in, he's gonna keep his knees bent a little bit too. This is perfectly fine. If you need to keep your knees bent, no problem, okay? So if you're standing up like Chris, there's your inchworm. Let's come over here to Susan. Let's check her out. So she's gonna pull her knees in and she's already doing it. She's gonna start walking her hands down. She's got a really good stretch here. She's going way past her toes. I love that. And then she's gonna slowly walk those hands kind of all the way back up her legs until she's upright again. Beautiful. Let's do it again. She's walking straight down. See how she's looking at the floor? Very good. She gets that big stretch. If you can't go that far, that's fine. Maybe just go to your toes and then bring it back up and upright. Boom. That's the inchworm, okay? So keep your belly tight just like everything else and just go slow with these. Slower is always better as long as you stay controlled, okay? So that's movement number 3. Our last movement for the day, not a new movement per se, it's built off of our squat. We're gonna do a wall sit. We're gonna do a little bit of a leg lift, all right? So if we're over here with Chris, you're gonna need a wall or something to kind of put your back against that feels sturdy. So Chris is gonna get into a little bit of a squat position. He's just kind of tucking his hips against the wall. Maybe your back could be against the wall a little bit, and he's just holding it. Look what he's doing really well here. Look at his knees. Look how far out they are. He's pushing those knees out super actively. Looks really good. And then he's gonna stand up. That's it. You just gotta hold it, right? But I promise it's gonna be challenging. Over here with Susan, something similar. She's gonna put her arms out. We're just gonna focus on one leg at a time. So she's gonna pick one leg up. She's gonna feel that big stretch. Feel that stretch, Susan? She feels it. I guarantee you she feels it. Okay, and rest. Let's do the other side. Go ahead. She picks that leg up. She gets a big stretch in and then down, okay? And if you're really strong, you can pick both legs up. I love it, but if we're just right here, this is all we need to do, okay? 4 movements today. Romanian deadlift, kettlebell swing or object swing, our inchworm, and our wall sit or our seated leg lift, okay? We're going to take these 4 movements today. We're going to make a workout a little bit different from the prior. It's called every minute on the minute. We abbreviate it as EMOM. So we're going to do 60 seconds. Within our 60 seconds of work, we're going to try to do 5 Romanian deadlifts, 5 swings, and then 2 inchworms. Okay, so I want you to write that down somewhere, okay? 5 Romanian deadlifts, 5 swings, 2 inchworms. You're going to have a minute to do that, all right? We'll get a little bit of rest. Then on the next minute, we're going to do a 30-second either wall sit hold or the leg lift hold, okay, depending on where you are today. And if one is too hard and you need to switch to the other, totally fine, right? You're not locked into doing one style of workout. We always try to modify and adjust based on how our body's feeling, okay? So there's going to be a little bit of exercise time, maybe about 30, 40 seconds, a little bit of rest, and then we're going to repeat that. We're going to do 12 minutes total. So we're going to alternate between these 2 things 6 times a piece, okay? So shake yourself off. Make sure you got everything written down. Now's the time to crank up that music, right? If you got your workout music of choice, crank it up. Get your water bottle. Make sure you wrote everything down correctly. And if you're feeling a little tired throughout the workout, we can always cut the reps down. So if 5's too many, try 3 or 2, all right? But shake yourself off. Grab your weight. Make sure it's nearby. Chris, ready? Susan, ready? All right, so we're going to start this workout. It's the odd minute. We're going to start with 5 RDLs, 5 swings, and 2 inchworms. Come in 3, 2, 1. Let's go, okay? 5 RDLs, nice and slow. I'm just going to go slow. I'm going to take my time. I'm keeping my shoulders back. I'm keeping my belly tight. All right, now we got our 5 swings. We're going to try to go right into it. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we'll put my weight to the side. Now we've got our 2 inchworms. Let's go. Try to find that plank position. Take it real slow. If 2 is too many, you can just do 1 inchworm. It's no problem. Good. Come all the way back up. Whew, and rest. We got about 10 seconds of rest here. That was a little spicy. We're going to get ready for our wall sit or our leg lift in 5, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So we're holding, right? We're in our wall sit position. It should feel like a squat with those knees out, my arms up, my belly tight. Susan's doing an excellent job here. She's holding on to her box or your chair. You can hold on. If it feels a little bit spicy, she's fighting to keep her belly tight. Chris is doing a really excellent job with these squats over here. Man, I love the way he gets his knees out. Good work, Chris. Okay, for 3, 2, 1, rest. Good job. Whew, shake it off. Okay, so that's 1 cycle of this EMOM done, all right? We have a little bit of a longer rest here, so take a moment, take stock of yourself. If that was too aggressive, you're like, oh, man, that was crazy. Just cut the reps a little bit. Take 1 off each time, all right? Grab a little water. We got 10 more seconds of rest. Collect yourself. Find your weight. Remember, shoulders back, belly tight, hips back. In 3, 2, 1. Second round. Let's go. We're going to move just a little bit faster here on this one. If you're not ready to move that fast, it's okay. Go at your own speed. 5 swings. 1, 2, 3. Good work. 4. Big hinge. 5. Good. Kettlebell to the side. Weight to the side. 2 inchworms. These are slow. A lot of movement to be done. If you can't get all the way out there, I'm just going to do like half an inchworm here. No, maybe that's all I can get to. All right? That's no problem, okay? Push yourself just a little bit, but don't go past what your body can allow for, okay? A little bit of rest. Shake it off, 10 seconds. Good job. 5. You should be mentally focusing here. We got a big hold in 2, 1. Let's hold. It's a big static hold, right? It's a little bit of isometric work, means we're just kind of squeezing all our muscles super, super tight. Just trying to hold it here. I'm doing this without the wall, just because I don't have a wall nearby. If you don't have a wall nearby and you can do this, rock and roll, right? Do it. Just make sure that you feel strong. That's the most important thing. For 5, 3, 2, 1, rest. Whew, shake it off. Okay, feeling good. That was 2 times done, right? We got 4 more to go. Are you feeling fired up yet? I hope you're feeling warm. I am certainly feeling warm. All right, shake those wrists out. If you're feeling a little bit tight, maybe your wrists feel a little bit tight, you can always come back to some of those warm-up movements that we did here. All right, all those warm-up movements are always good as we're going through these workouts. Get ready. 3, 2, 1. This is number 3. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Swings. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice job. 2 inchworms. Let's go. I'm going to do those half inchworms again. Oh. Yep. Nice job. 1 more. Very good. Rest. All right, we went through that round really fast. Are you getting a little bit faster? You might be, right? You might be. As our body gets a little more warmed up, we get a little more capable, a little more confident, right? Kind of feel that blood flow. My muscles are feeling strong. Hope yours are feeling strong too. 10 seconds of rest. If the 10 seconds aren't enough rest, you can take a little bit more, okay? 3, 2, 1. Let's hold. Let's bring it over to Susan here. Let's see what's going on. Oh, look at this hold. Oh, it's so strong. Right? She's squeezing everything tight from here down. Her arms are lifted up. That leg is super, super high. I love it, right? She's going to hold it for 3, 2, 1. She's going to switch legs. Other leg. Look at that. Boom. It's way up there. I love it. All right. Good job. 10 seconds. Make sure that you're breathing. When we're holding, we want to breathe. Don't hold your breath. Okay? For 3, 2, 1. Rest. Nice job. Okay. We're halfway through our workout here today. You guys are doing great. Don't quit on yourself. Don't quit on this workout yet. I know it's a little bit harder than the last one. That's the idea. We train progressively each day. Each lesson gets a little bit harder. 10 seconds. I'm moving my shoulders a little bit because my back's feeling a little bit tight. Right? Move yourself as much as you can. For 3, 2, 1. We're back on. Let's go. 5 RDLs. 2, 3, 4, 5. Swings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice job. Set that weight down. 2 inchworms. Let's watch Chris's inchworms here. He's going to get way the heck out there. And he's going to come way back. I love the way he keeps his legs straight. But again, you can bend your knees if you need to. It's okay to bend your knees a little bit here. Love it. There we go. Nice job. Shake it out. Now, the flip side, if this is feeling easy, if you're like, oh, man, I'm crushing this workout, you could always add 1 more rep, too. You could do that. Okay, listen to your body, though, right? Stick with us if you're feeling good. Okay, here comes our hold in 3, 2, 1. Let's hold it. We're going to watch Chris's hold this time. Putting Chris on the spot this round. He's doing a good job. Look at those arms, right? Everything is tight from here down. He's keeping those knees out. He's breathing. He's taking super big, deep breaths, making sure that his body feels good, right? If you need to come up, you can come up for a second. It's okay to come up for a second. Move your legs a little bit, but then right back into that hold. Boom, right? He's there. Good job. We're still holding for 5, 2, 1. Rest. Nice work. Okay, friends, we're almost at the end. This is a home stretch. We got to do this 2 more times, then we're done, okay? But you can do it. If it's feeling really tough, I want you to push yourself to keep going just a little bit more, okay? Your body can handle it. It's a little bit of a challenge. That's what we're here for, okay? Get yourself set. 5 seconds. Get ready. Focus up. Think about what we're about to do. 2, 1. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 swings. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Rest. 2 inchworms. Let's go. Try to get all the way out there. Oh, feels good. Let's go. One more. Good work. About 20 seconds of rest here. Don't forget to grab a little water here in between, right? This is a perfect time to grab a little water. You don't have to do this waterless. I want you hydrated. I want you feeling good. Okay, here comes our holding pattern for 3, 2, 1. Let's go. We're holding. I'm going to get way down here on this one. Maybe you can follow along with me. It's okay if you can't. Just hold on to what you've been doing so far. You all are doing great. Trying to keep my belly really tight. I'm pushing my knees out away from each other. 10 seconds. Hold on. Breathe. Can you hear me breathing? Super deep breaths. 3, 2, 1. Come on up. Shake it out. Okay. This is our last time through this circuit, right? 5 RDLs, 5 swings, 2 inchworms. Okay? If you had to take a break from a previous round, I want you to come back for this one. Let's try to do this last one together, right? Just move at our speed or a little bit slower if you need to. But I want you to try to finish strong, all right? Finish strong with this workout. Then we'll get a little bit of stretching in 5, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Last round. That's 3, 4, 5. 5 swings. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Use those glutes. 5. Nice job. 2 big inchworms. Let's go. That's 1. Try to get way out there. Oh, extra credit. That's 2. Good job, everyone. Okay, we're going to do our hold, and then the workout's done, okay? Big, deep breaths. Recover. Blow all that air out. Get a big deep breath. This is how our body gets ready to keep exercising. In 3, 2, 1. Last hold. Bring it down. Bring it down. Oh, it's hard. It's hard every time. But our bodies get stronger for it. Keep breathing. Try to pull that belly tight. About halfway through, if you need a little break, you can shake it out. Take a little break. Let's come back to it. 10 more seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Nice job. Workout's over. Good work, everyone. Clap for yourself. Very, very nice job. We're going to give a little fist bump here. If you're working out with someone nearby, make sure that you fist bump them as well. Okay, good work, everyone. That was session number 3, right? That was all about hips, hammies, right? That lower body chain, making sure that everything feels strong, trying to get everything connected in these muscles back here. So since we use them so much for today's cool down stretch, we're going to target that space for a little bit of stretching, a little bit of mobility, okay? So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to grab one of these mobility bands. We have them here at the gym. If you have one at home, great. I want you to grab it. If you don't have it, don't worry. I'm going to show you what you can do. But if you do have this band, I want you to have a seat. You're going to loop it around the front of your, or the back of your foot towards the top. I'm just going to grab it a little bit. I'm going to pick that leg up. I'm going to lean slightly back and just kind of pull on that band. Think about kind of straightening my knee out as much as possible. This is just going to give me a little bit of stretch here, okay, through my hamstring space, which we just used a lot. So I'm going to try to hold this for about a minute, okay, maybe 2 minutes, tops though, all right? And then rest. And then I'm going to switch, and I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Just try to get that stretch going. Helps my hamstrings recover after all of that work we just did. If you don't have one of these, no problem. Let's take it over to Chris. So Chris is going to lay all the way down on the floor. This is our makeshift wall here, so he's going to utilize the wall to do sort of the same stretch. So he's going to bring his leg up onto the wall, his heel is touching, and he's just going to scoot himself as close to the wall here as much as he can. If you can't get very close, that's okay. Just go to where you feel this little stretch coming in here, okay? You feel a stretch? Yeah. It's there, okay? So just hang out here again for about a minute or two, have someone help you out if you need, and then you can slowly bring yourself off the wall until you can stand yourself up, all right? Now, if you're sitting down, we're going to do the same thing. Susan's going to bring her feet all the way out straight, put her heels on the floor, and kind of like that inchworm now, she's just going to kind of relax her body, and she's going to fold forward. She's going to reach for her toes. She can grab her toes. That's excellent. She's very flexible. Okay, that's really good. And she's going to hold that for about a minute, and after about a minute, she'll come all the way up, and then take another deep breath. And then she's going to go back for that stretch maybe one more time for about another minute. Okay, just like that. Great job, Susan. Okay? Good work, friends. So this is how we take care of our bodies. At the end of every workout, we want to focus on those spots that we used a lot. And we've learned a little bit of that rolling, that myofascial release. And now this is a little bit of a stretching movement. And then we have some more things for you to learn in the next lesson. Our last lesson, number 4, I promise you it's going to be the hardest workout yet, but we're still going to teach you everything that you need to know. We're going to get that good warm-up, make sure that you're feeling ready, make sure that you feel confident to do this workout along with us while you're at home, okay? So thank you for joining us, everyone, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye.